The law of emotional instability. Once you give a commandment, it produces all manner of evil desire. Everyone who has a spirit of laziness has a spirit of failure. Every man with the spirit of lust of women is seriously emotionally disturbed. Anyone who starts a sentence with if has an emotional problem. You might be 60 years old, but some of you are 12 years emotionally. Why is it that people with the emotional problems, when a man of God says, don't do this, they want to do it? Anytime you say don't, you have said do. If you say do, they don't. Can we go to 1 Thessalonians? Chapter 5. Verse 23. Now may the God of peace himself sanctify you completely, and may your whole spirit, soul, and body be preserved blameless at the coming of our Lord Jesus. I said, underline keyword, peace, sanctify completely, and whole spirit, soul, and body be preserved blameless at the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ. And I said a human being is a spirit that is a soul that lives in a body. You are a 3-in-1. You are a spirit with a soul, and you live in a body. And God is saying, I wish the God of peace may sanctify you completely, to make your spirit, soul, and body whole, and to be preserved blameless at the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ. And let's also read as well 3 John 2. Beloved, I pray that you may prosper in all things and be in health, just as your soul prospers. So we are dealing with the healing of the soul, which we call emotions or emotional healing. I said emotions, your will and emotions, passions, your mind, the feelings, the emotions, the will, they are all in the soul. The soul contains your mind, it contains your passions, your feelings, your emotions. And I spoke and they said emotions are feelings or affections. And I said emotions are psychic responses to experience of our inner and outer world. Like an insult can make you angry. Or a person who is suffering can make you to feel pity. You can feel pity for those people. Why? It's a sign you have got emotions. When you see someone aching in pain, the body is aching in pain, and they are shivering and trembling in pain, it makes also your heart to feel pain. It's a sign you are a normal human being. You have got emotions that can be touched by outward circumstances and situations. And I said these are psychic motors. They move us. They make us to take action. And I said the mind is more important in this situation, because the way your mind and emotions react to a situation or respond to a situation depends largely on the way or how your mind interprets that thing. And I said these emotions, they can be positive or negative. Some come because of things that were triggered when you were brought up positively or negatively. The way we are behaving today, our personalities and our characters that we carry today depends very much on how we were brought up. The way you react to life today is triggered by how you were brought up. And I said somewhere the childhood hits at critical formative stages when you were developing. And I said any time when a child is abused, they stop to grow. Everything else begins to grow. Their emotions, they cease to grow from that moment because it disturbs the growth process of a person's emotions. So right now in the church, I am looking at people looking at me, but some of you emotionally you are 12 years. You might be 60 years old, but some of you are 12 years emotionally. So I said last week, if you have got a husband who likes ice cream too much, please allow him to eat ice cream. Because when he was growing up, maybe he was not given an opportunity to eat ice cream. And his soul, his emotions, they desire that. Your character, how it reacts to things, how you display your personality and character, there's its foundation from deeper things that happened in your past, in the church, at school, when you were growing up. What did some of you, your emotional problems today, they came from a teacher who used to despise you, to criticize you and speak bad about you, and you will never be able to pass mathematics. And it was very traumatic when you were growing up. People, brethren, look at me. People are growing physically and spiritually, but very few people in the church are growing emotionally. We are touching people's bodies through the healing ministry, but this gospel is not being taught. I said we are a center for prophetic healing and deliverance, and this is part of healing. Emotional healing is not being touched right now. Many people are getting healing from asthma, healing from cancer, but very few people have got healing emotionally. Many people's emotions are held back in the stage of immaturity. The characters that we deal with in church today, in leadership everywhere, they all have to do with how one was brought up. People, they sing, they dance, but they have serious emotional disturbances. I said emotions, they look for four things. I said number one, protection and security, and importance or significance. Importance or significance or peace. People are looking for peace. That's why the Bible says, may the God of peace. Everything about them is prospering, but emotions are not. We spoke about pride. That people with pride have got a serious emotional instability or a serious emotional problem. And I said, most of them have no identity. They have inferiority complex, loud, angry people who are fighting. They grew up in harsh environments, and most of them who are unstable like that, who rush for any what or new thing. They are materialistic. They want top-class life and so forth. These people are trying to live beyond their level of life. They have got small hearts. They have got inferiority complex. They don't actually have confidence. And when you are proud, you are trying to walk on your toes. That's not your height. Any person in the emotionally who is walking with their toes for people to see them, they are not walking on their level. It's a sign of a serious emotional problem. Any person that you see moving around wanting to be noticed with the shoulders, you must feel sorry for those people. It's pathetic. They are hurt inside. They are small. They feel, some of them, unloved. So they have to use their shoulders for people to notice them so that people may at least love them. They feel unloved. They feel very small. They are looking for significance.